Thanks for staying with me. We're on to Indicator 12, Magnification of the Seven Senses. So there are some like me who have experienced a magnification of the senses, which actually includes seven senses, which are sight, sound, taste, touch, smell, and your sixth sense of the divine mind, which is intuition, and finally your seventh sense, which is your divine heart or connection to your soul. As you shift in spiritual consciousness, it only stands to reason that additional aspects of you will shift as well. With your new upgrade into becoming more conscious, you'll not only experience spiritual changes, but also physical changes, emotional changes, and mental changes. Earlier in this material, we mentioned how the integration of your spiritual DNA and your physical DNA would eventually become one complementary system. As your circuitry systems turn on within your spiritual DNA, this shift can also magnify your senses. Your sensory systems are now becoming much more sensitive to external and internal stimuli. So keep in mind that not everyone will have all senses magnified. For some, magnification may be isolated to one or two senses, while in other individuals it may encompass all seven senses mentioned earlier. So let's briefly cover some changes you might expect to experience as you move into more conscious being as you move into Ascension. Number one, with respect to your sense of taste, you may suddenly begin to taste unnatural chemicals within processed foods and tap water. At first, that might seem alarming, and you may even shy away from foods that you once enjoyed. However, I urge you to listen to the feedback that your body is offering you as you move forward into the new awareness for healthy upgrades of your new body. Number two, in the areas of magnification of touch, your skin or body may feel more sensitive to touch. This shift can create different outcomes for various individuals. The sense of touch may become more pleasurable, which can increase your ability to connect with the sensation of touch, or you may have extreme sensitivities in being touched in any way. You may find yourself avoiding any physical contact with people, including things like hugging, hand-holding, kissing, or sexual activity. Within these experiences, they will balance themselves out in time. So just trust that your body is making the necessary upgrades in intelligently profound ways. Number three, as we magnify and examine the magnification sense of your sound, perhaps at one time you could filter out the noise, and now noise feels like a long fingernail going down a chalkboard with external sounds piercing your ears. You may also have a change in your music preferences. Tones and pitches are more easily discerned, and your ability to be more cognizant of words sung or spoken will take on a whole new meaning as you attune yourself to your new energy body. At times, high or low pitched tones may be heard in your internal ear, which is also known as ringing in the ear. Be reassured that this ringing is an internal communication activated by your spiritual DNA, which speaks messages into your cellular blueprint for cellular shifts. Sound is powerful, and your new magnification revolving around sound and your sensitivities to it are creating changes within you. Number four, as we explore the magnification of sight, I must say that this sense can be one of the most extreme experiences, as much as what we experience in the physical world relies on our sight and the information filtered to our brains. For myself, the magnification of sight was especially difficult, as there were times that going into a store or anywhere public felt too visually overwhelming. Someone who experiences magnification of their sight will see every aspect of visual stimuli all at once. A simple example, when a person looks at a carpet, they'll not just see the carpet, they'll see every fiber of every strand within the carpet and also every color. Like all shifts, this too will find its center point of balance. Number 5, as we continue to examine the possible shifts in the senses, we would also like to address your sense of smell. Most of us are aware that a pregnant woman will often have sensitivities to smells that never bothered her before becoming pregnant. Yet, the life inside of her has created energy shifts. Through this process of awakening to ascension, we too are pregnant with new energy making its way through our systems to evolve into a new being. So your sense of smell may change more in the areas of things that are harmful to your physical body, such as chemicals used for cleaning, etc. You may also be hypersensitive to the smells of food that have gone bad. Number 6, bear with me as we cover 2 more senses that may be a bit more unfamiliar to you. The 6th sense that is often magnified through conscious awakening of the divine mind, which is linked to your spiritual intuition. Intuition occurs when you become more connected to the divine energies of spirit or your inner knowing, which is what your soul carries within its DNA. When your spiritual DNA activates the pineal gland located at the back portion of the brain, your third eye awakens your ability to see or sense beyond the physical experience. This experience of magnification can be a little bit intimidating as you're learning to see life on deeper levels. Number 7, finally we highlight the magnification of the divine heart, which is where the intelligence of your infinite soul rests. The divine heart is different from your physical heart, although the 2 energies are seeking to merge into a new heart as you work toward ascension. If you did not have the spark of loving divinity within you, you would not have the ability to experience yourself in physical form. Think of the divine heart as the battery that charges your vehicle, running all the systems, both physically and spiritually. Magnification of the divine heart leads to deeper abilities to love all of humanity, regardless of their spiritual amnesia. The divine heart knows its power and worth, and it is through this that it is activated energy that miracles are realized. In the next segment, we'll talk about balancing all of these senses. Thank you.